London in 1666 was a city balanced on the edge of change. Nearly 500,000 people lived inside and just beyond its medieval walls, packed into narrow streets along the River Thames. It was England's largest city, its main port, and the center of royal power and trade. Smoke from hearth fires drifted above timber rooftops. Church bells marked the hours. The past pressed in from every side. In this video, I use modern AI tools to bring historic paintings, engravings, and prints to life, allowing us to shift perspective, change camera angles, and move through the same scenes in ways their original artists never could. First, I want to talk about the river that made London possible. This view shows the River Thames. By the mid-1600s, the Thames was London's main artery. This view shows the river crowded with wherries, cargo barges, and seagoing ships anchored close to shore. The water moves slowly, brown and heavy, carrying the smell of mud, tar, and waste. In the foreground, boatmen shout for passengers. In the background, masts rise like a forest of poles against the sky. Daily life here is loud and physical. Sailors unload barrels of wine, sugar, and tobacco. Fishmongers argue over prices. Goods from across the world enter the city at these wharves. But the river is also dangerous. Drownings are common. Fires break out on ships, and disease spreads easily along the waterfront. The Thames matters because it connects London to the world. It feeds the city's wealth and its hunger for expansion. After 1666, embankments improve, docks grow larger, and control tightens. Today, the river still defines London, even if its banks are cleaner and its traffic quieter. This view shows Old London Bridge. This view shows London Bridge in 1666, the only bridge across the Thames. Its stone arches are crowded with houses and shops stacked tightly together. The roadway is narrow. Carts squeeze past pedestrians. The air smells of smoke and waste trapped between walls. By the 17th century, this bridge is both a crossing and a neighborhood. People live here, work here, and sometimes die here. Heads of executed traitors are displayed on poles at the southern gate, a warning to all who enter the city. The bridge matters because it controls movement and trade. It is a bottleneck, a symbol of power. After the Great Fire later this year, attitudes begin to change. Houses are eventually removed. The bridge opens up. Today, the medieval bridge is gone, but the crossing remains one of London's most important links. This view shows Pudding Lane. By September 1666, Pudding Lane is a tight, flammable corridor. This view shows timber houses leaning toward each other, their upper floors nearly touching. The street is dim even in daylight. Bakers' ovens glow behind wooden walls. Early on the morning of September 2nd, 1666, fire breaks out here in a bakery owned by Thomas Fariner. Sparks catch dry wood. Wind pushes flames upward and outward. This lane matters because it becomes the starting point of catastrophe. Within hours, fire spreads beyond control. Today, a simple monument marks the spot. Easy to miss, but heavy with meaning. This view shows the crowded streets inside the city walls. This view shows London's inner streets as the fire spreads. People run, carrying bundles, chests, and children. Animals panic. The sound is constant. Cracking wood, shouting voices, church bells ringing in alarm. By the 1600s, London is dangerously dense. Plague has already struck in 1665, killing tens of thousands. Now, fire finishes what disease began. The danger is chaos. There is no organized fire service. Buckets and hooks are not enough. These streets matter because they reveal how fragile the old city is. After the fire, new building rules ban timber facades and widen roads. Today's street patterns still follow those post-fire decisions. This view shows St. Paul's Cathedral. By 1666, St. Paul's Cathedral dominates the skyline. This view shows its massive Gothic structure surrounded by open ground known as St. Paul's Churchyard. Booksellers line the edges, preachers draw crowds. During the fire, people believe the cathedral will survive. It does not. The lead roof melts. Flames enter through scaffolding. The building collapses in a storm of sparks. St. Paul's matters as a spiritual and visual center. Its destruction shocks the city. Rebuilt under Christopher Wren, the new cathedral still stands today, born directly from the fire's destruction. This view shows the Royal Exchange. This view shows the Royal Exchange, heart of London's commercial life. Merchants gather beneath its arches. News, prices, and rumors move faster here than anywhere else. Fire reaches the exchange quickly. Trade stops. Wealth turns to ash. The loss is not just buildings, but confidence. The exchange matters because it represents London's role as a global trading power. It is rebuilt after the fire again and again. Today, the site remains tied to commerce, even as its purpose has changed. This view shows the Tower of London. By the 17th century, the tower stands firm on the eastern edge of the city. This view shows thick stone walls and calm order beyond the flames. Gunpowder stores are protected. Soldiers stand ready. As fire approaches, officials use the tower's resources to create fire breaks. Explosives demolish buildings to stop the spread. The tower matters because it survives. It becomes a symbol of stability when much of London does not. Today, it still stands as one of the city's oldest surviving landmarks. This view shows refugees in Moorfields. This view shows open fields north of the city filled with people. By the third day of the fire, tens of thousands camp here. They sit beside salvaged goods. Smoke hangs in the air. The city burns behind them. Daily life becomes survival. Food is scarce. Theft increases. Tempers flare. Yet people help each other, sharing space and stories. Moorfields matters because it becomes a temporary city of the displaced. Today, this area is built over, but the memory of refuge remains part of London's story. This view shows the ruins after the fire. By mid-September 1666, the fire is over. This view shows blackened stone, collapsed walls, and silent streets. About 13,000 houses and 87 churches are destroyed. The danger now is disease, hunger, and lawlessness, but also opportunity. Plans for a new London emerge. These ruins matter because they allow reinvention. From this devastation comes a more regulated, more durable city. Today's London still rests on these foundations. This view shows the rebuilt city. By the early 1700s, London rises again. This view shows brick buildings, wider streets, and new churches designed by Wren. The skyline is changed forever. The fire becomes a turning point. Building laws, insurance systems, and urban planning all evolve. Today, you can still walk these streets. You can trace the fire's path. And remarkably, the past feels very close. London in 1666 reminds us how fragile cities are and how quickly they can change. Through these reconstructed views, the distance between then and now feels thinner. If there's another city, moment, or scene you'd like to see brought back to life, let me know in the comments. Again, thank you so much.